Welcome back to Football Review, slash Little Record Show on the Little Record Network. Just went over Millersburg game tonight and Upper Off. Just glanced over the Upper Dauphin game last week. Millersburg clinched the playoff. At least no worse. They are at least a 4 seed. Possibly could be a 3 if York Catholic loses to York Tech tomorrow. They get in. Newport wins the Tri-Valley League Championship. They beat Tri-Valley tonight. Halifax gets a big win. Camp Hill loses their first game of the year to Middletown. So Millersburg could either face Camp Hill or Steel High, possibly. Those are the two choices. They'll come out sometime Sunday. I would imagine Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. I will come on and we'll do a video and give the brackets out for District 3, A through Quad A. Look to see who Tri-Valley would play in the District 11 tournament and see if any locals made District 4 as well. And also Eastern Conference will go through that all that. Penn State, they played Northwestern. Last I saw, they were a 6.5 point underdog. The defense has been playing phenomenal. Shut out Illinois last week. The offense is starting to click. Hackenberg caught a touchdown pass last week against Illinois, but he also threw for almost 300 again. And he's a couple touchdowns away from breaking the touchdown record set by Matt McGloin. This is a big stretch. The last 3 games are a big stretch, and we'll see what Penn State does. Win out, and you may have a New Year's Day bowl game, possibly either the Outback, Florida Citrus, or Gator Bowl, probably. And they would also probably be a top 25, top 20, top 15 if they would win out. So you got Northwestern tomorrow, a bye, and then you got Michigan and Michigan State. So they'll be tested. Michigan is improved, especially defensively. But I think it's a winnable game. Now, Michigan State, on the other hand, they're kind of struggling. Both sides, they won ugly. They won on a fluke play on a punt by Michigan. I'm not going to go out and say they're going to beat Michigan State, but I think Penn State has a really good chance. That's going to be close. I think that game's going to be closer than what everybody's predicting. But I think Penn State will go into Northwestern and win tomorrow. They got to get Saquon Barkley going, and Hackenberg's got to get everybody involved tomorrow if they're going to pull off the big road win in Evanston, Illinois. But Carl Nassib's a beast. He's just been a stud. They held him in check. Maryland game did, and then the second half, he just took over the game. And then last week, he was just all over the place. So we'll see. We'll see. Probably the big game of the day tomorrow is Alabama LSU at Tuscaloosa. I think if Fournette has a big game tomorrow, I think he wins the Heisman Trophy. That guy is just an animal and a beast. He's probably the best back in the country, and I'd say Saquon Barkley is top 5 in the country right now, and he's a true freshman. Barkley's that good. So again, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Moving on now to the NFL. Bengals undefeated. They blew out the Browns. And it probably looks like Manziel is going to probably be the starter probably for the rest of the year. And we'll see if he's NFL starting quarterback material. biggest game of the day, I think, tomorrow is Eagles Dallas. Apparently, as you can see, as I step back, I have my Eagles shirt on. Uh, Big game for the Eagles tomorrow. They got Dallas is 2-5. Tape the video pictures come out of Greg Hardy's ex-girlfriend with all the marks all over her body. That came out today. I think Greg Hardy should be out of the league. There's no need for it. No need for a guy. I don't care if the charges got dropped and all that garbage. He should be gone. He should be gone from the league. He shouldn't even be playing. But those are the kind of guys Jerry Jones likes. And you see how good of a job of a GM he's been. To me, he don't get credit for the Super Bowls that he won in the '90s. Jimmy Johnson gets the credit for that. He was the / general manager as well as the head coach of that team. He's the one that got the talent, and that's how Barry Switzer won his Super Bowl. All Jimmy Johnson. So Jimmy Johnson gets all the credit. Jerry Jones gets nothing. And you're seeing it. You're seeing it with him offering Greg Hardy a contract extension. The lack of intelligence that Jerry Jones has. But it's a big ball game for the Eagles. Bradford has got to get going. DeMarco got to get going. Receivers can't be dropping the balls at the rate they are. Jordan Matthews. Aguilar's possibility he be back in the lineup tomorrow. Kiko Alonso comes back. Not sure about Jason Peters as the injury report came out today. But I like the Eagles' chances. I'm picking the Eagles to win. Dallas was a 2.5 point favorite. No, I think the Eagles were a 2.5 point favorite. I think the Eagles will win more than that. I think the Eagles got a better offense than Dallas right now. Defensively, Eagles are playing lights out. They're playing really well, and that's going to need to continue tomorrow. They're going to have to put pressure on Castle, make him uncomfortable. They're going to have to stop McFadden, and I think that's very doable. So we'll see. I think this is the biggest game of the year right now. Eagles are 3-4, game behind. Chance to get things right in division wise, and also it's also a win, and they'll be ahead of the Giants since they beat the Giants earlier in the year. They didn't play very well against Carolina. Too many drop balls. Unacceptable. But Bradford's has got to do a better job as well. Also, an interesting game on the NFL: Raiders Steelers at Pittsburgh. Now we're gonna find out what Pittsburgh's made of. No Le'Veon Bell, out for the year. Big Ben's not real healthy. So there's a good opportunity to see have the Oakland Raiders, who are much improved. Derek Carr, phenomenal. Amari Cooper, he's every bit proven that he's a first round pick, having a good season. They're probably one of the surprise teams in the NFL. Got to give it up to them, and long overdue. Been 14, 15 years since they actually been relevant, and a win this week, and they'll be really relevant. So it's going to be interesting. Also, I wanted to give a congratulations to move on to baseball here quickly. Kansas City Royals won the World Series in 6 games. No, in 5 over New York Mets. Well done. Speed kills, and Kansas City used it. And it also helps when you have good starting pitching. And Edson Volquez, flat out dominant. He was really good in the playoffs. So you got to say next year again, they're going to be right there. This week, the one betting line in Las Vegas has the Cubs as the favorite to win the World Series next year. They got a good young ball club. They got a shot. You got to Mets will be there again. Kansas City will be there again. There were two managerial changes this week. Don Mattingly signed as the new Marlins manager, and that's an upgrade from the previous guy who was a general manager and pretty much had no business being the manager. In the Nationals, who pretty much screwed up how they picked their manager this week, but they got Dusty Baker as their manager after they had Bud Black, but they couldn't somehow agree to terms or if he was the right fit for them. So they pretty much flubbed up the way they handled that managerial situation, but they got Dusty Baker. All of you know by now, Ruben Amaro hired as a first base coach for the Boston Red Sox. So he goes from the front office to on the field. Now we're going to see what kind of baseball knowledge he's got. That's pretty much it. We'll do a video. We'll review the Penn State game Sunday. I'll have a video Sunday afternoon sometime. Hopefully they have the brackets out for the district tournament. If not, I'll do one Monday because I'm watching Eagles Dallas, so I'm not gonna do a video Sunday night at all, especially when I'm coming home from youth. So again, thank you for your patience. I haven't done any in a while. Just haven't felt up to doing them the last couple of weeks, and it had nothing to do with how bad Millersburg was, how they played, and last week I just didn't have the energy and gusto to do them. And I'm not gonna. If I don't have the gusto and energy to do one, I'm not gonna do it if I don't have the passion and energy. So, that's what we have. We'll go over Penn State game Sunday if I feel up to it. If not, Monday night. Maybe I might wait till Monday too and go over the Eagles Dallas game and maybe talk some other sports as well. So again, thank you. I appreciate the support and you guys watching the videos. It means a lot, and I would never expect it when I first started. When Jimmy Ciccio said, "Why don't you do videos and stuff? You got a lot of sports knowledge and stuff. Use it." I appreciate him saying that to me, and we're here, and I would like to expand it. I just don't have the equipment to expand and really do an actual thing. So I would like to do an actual live thing. So again, thank you, and you all have a good night and good weekend, and we'll see you Sunday or Monday. This is the Lowell Rickert Show, Lowell Rickert Network. Have a good night, and we'll see you Sunday or Monday. See ya!